Hi guys, it's Tam. Welcome back to my channel. Today you're going to see me do an entry in my mental health journal. It's been a minute since I posted on this channel, so I just want to start the video off with saying, that I miss you guys and I hope everyone is doing okay. Please leave a comment down below just to say hello. I would really appreciate it. So for those who are new to my channel, I started doing entries in this mental health journal back during Mental Health Awareness Month, which was in May, and so I'm just going to continue working in it even after Mental Health Awareness Month has passed, and just doing random entries here and there. So I did not get through a full 31 entries like I wanted to for the month of May, but you don't have to complete anything in a certain amount of time. Just move at your own pace, I guess, is what I would just encourage everyone to do. So I'm just kind of showing you guys how I'm putting the page together. It's the same process for the most part. The only difference is in this particular instance, I had started already putting some paint down on the page. I was doing some jelly printing, and that excess leftover paint that's on the stencil or the jelly plate, I just didn't want it to go to waste, so I put it down in several blank pages in my mental health journal. So it kind of helps with that, trying to kick off a page and don't really know where to start. You already have something already on the page, so you're just adding to what's already there. So I'm using some acrylic paint and putting that down as my background, and then I'm just going to go from there with putting marks and all kinds of different elements for it to come together the way that I want it to come together. I don't have a plan. Usually when I go into these types of videos, I just most of the time just let it flow, with whatever seems to be right or cute or kind of matching my train of thought at the time. So the thing that motivated me to do an entry in this mental health journal for this particular occasion is I was reading one of my devotionals by Shauna Noel, 100 Days of Prayer, and so there was a scripture in it that really resonated with me, and I felt like it played such a significant role in my mental health, and I just wanted to journal about it. So I just felt like putting it down on the page. Most of my entries in my mental health journal is going to be associated with a scripture or some sort of quote or just some text that I may pull out of a magazine or a book or something like that. So in addition to elements that I put down on the page, I also try to put what I call titles. So that could be a combination of several different things. In this particular case, it's going to be a scripture verse. So I'm doing stenciling, I'm doing acrylic paint, I'm going to do some paint pens, paint markers, and then I'm just going to put my my titles down, my words down. One thing I think I want to mention before I let you watch the rest of the video to some background music is that the title that I put down on the page, I just used my We Are Memory Keepers tiny words cutter, and I just took some pattern paper and just cut my letters out to make the title. And so for those who may be curious about the letters, the big letters that I'm going to use across the top of the page, that's how I got those letters. And We Are Memory Keepers, I got mine from Walmart. They sell like a little punch that you can cut out letters with, and so I'm still getting used to it. It takes way longer than I would like for it to, but in order for me to get better at it, I have to obviously use it more. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I love the fact that you can just take random scraps of paper and use them to create letters for your pages. So I'm also using some distress oxide ink, so that's what you're seeing me use here. and I just use that. I believe it's mustard seed. Yeah, it's mustard seed yellow, and I'm just using it to put down random marks over the page. So the scripture verse that you're going to see me journal about today is Proverbs 16:24, and it just says, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. And the thing that I guess I just want to touch on in respect to how this played a role in my mental health is that I feel like sometimes we can be really hard on ourselves, and I know that to be true for myself. The same grace and kindness and love and appreciation and gratitude that I sometimes extend to others, I don't always extend to myself. But we should speak kind words to ourselves. We should, encourage ourselves and motivate ourselves, and have that passion and that drive and all those things. So that shouldn't just be something we extend to others. That's something we should also extend to ourselves. And so this scripture just took me to, a place where I feel like lately I've been kind of hard on myself, and specifically I started a new job, and I just want to go into it and do everything right. But I have to keep in mind that, this is a new place of work, something I've never done before, and I'm going through the training process, and I just have to show myself, some grace and mercy, and I have to show myself some kindness in the process. And so if you look there on my left hand, there's a band-aid there where I got, so overly anxious. My anxiety level went up so high that I unconsciously began to just scratch the skin off of my left wrist, and that's something that has never happened before, and I am praying that it doesn't become a habit. And so mental health is so important to for me, to the respect of that we can think that we have it all together, but in essence, the next panic attack or the next bad day or depressive episode and all those things could be right around the corner. So I feel like we just have to make sure we are consistently on a regular basis keeping track of our mental health. Don't ever, especially for those of us who struggle with it, outside of the norm. Everybody has stress, everybody has anxiety, but there are some of us who have unhealthy bouts with anxiety and depression and different things like that. So for those of us who are on medication, for those of us who have different ways that the disease kind of portrays itself in our life, we have to make sure we're doing our part in making sure that we are not overlooking our mental health. So I just wanted to journal about that today, just kind of talking to myself and just showing myself some kindness, some grace, some mercy, some love, and just some patience during this transition on my new job, and to not expect everything to be perfect ever, and definitely not expecting it to be perfect in the early stages when you're training and trying to get settled into a new role. And so I just wanted to journal about it. The image that I'm putting down on the page is just an image I pulled from Google. All the images that I use in this journal are just images that I pull from Google. I just did a Google search back in May, mental health images, mental health awareness images, and I got hundreds of thousands of results, and I just chose the ones that I like the most, and I just printed those onto regular white copy paper, and I just cut them out and I put them down on my page. So for those who may be curious about that, that's where their image came from. And I think that's pretty much it. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are continuing to practice good mental health, you know, and when you need someone to talk to, whether it be a friend or whether you need an outlet or whether you just need to take that needed time to step away to regain your thoughts and all those things. I hope you are doing what is necessary for you to be in a good mental health space. And just leave a comment down below just to say hello. Like I said before, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you can know when I upload new videos. For those who don't know, I have a second channel. It's a Bible journaling channel where I journal in my Bible and talk about my faith. That is linked down below, along with my Etsy shop, my Instagram, my email address, and my P.O. box. So guys, it's always a pleasure. I certainly did miss you. Hopefully I'll be back on a regular schedule shortly, and until next time, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.